The UFC is the home to the best strikers across combat sports, and today I'm going to be going through the top 10 and trying to pick out the best in the entire company. This is a very subjective list, but my criteria is going to be based off technical ability, power, finish rate, and things like that. It's going to be all combined together, and that's how I'm going to try and figure out who is in my top 10. Now, this is just my list. Of course, this is not the right list. I'm sure people are going to have different opinions. We got a lot to go through, so without further ado, let's just get into it. Starting off with some honorable mentions, I'm going to go through these pretty quick. Gene Silva, Kevin Vallejos, Quinlan Salkilden, Michael Morales. You're going to see a lot of top-ranked fighters on this list, and that's because they're the best in the UFC. Prospects are good, but they're not like the top-tier guys. And I think all four of the guys on this list have a little bit more to prove in the UFC. We see the talent there, we see the ability, we see how good they are, but we need to see a little bit more. The only one you can kind of exclude from that is maybe Gene Silva. I just don't think in terms of technical ability, he cracks my top 10. Moving into the top 10 now though, coming in at number 10 is Rafael Fiziev. This dude is a deadly striker with fierce power. He's a Muay Thai specialist, over 300 Muay Thai fights, and you can see it. The guy is powerful, he's extremely technical, and pulls off some insane highlight reel finishes. Look at his finish versus Manuel Torres, look at his finish versus Brad Riddell, look at his finish versus Renato Moicano. The dude can bang, he has power, and if it weren't for the dog fights he's had with Gaethje, he'd be up there at the top of lightweight. But there's just guys higher than him on this list. Coming in at number 9 is Sean O'Malley. O'Malley is still one of the best strikers in the UFC. I don't care what anybody says. The dude is elite in both stances, has power in both hands, and can throw up kicks from anywhere. He put on a good striking masterclass versus Amin Zahabi, was picking him apart. He's done that to multiple opponents in the past as well. And what makes Sean O'Malley so good is his striking. There's not much else to his game. We see that his grappling isn't really that good. His striking carries him so hard. He's technically gifted. He's still at the top of his game. He's still one of the best fighters at 135, and I'm gonna go and say he is still the best striker at 135 pounds. Number 8, Alex Pereira. And yeah, he's tumbled down this list for me. A year ago, he'd probably be closer to the top 3, but that Ciryl Gane loss really does set him back. Yes, it was a new division. Yes, he was going up in weight, but he got pieced up in that fight and didn't have much to offer. Pereira has done insane things in the UFC and is definitely one of the best strikers. But the question is is it his power or is it his pure technical ability that gets him through fights? I think it's a mix of both. I think he's very technical still. Alex is still one of the best strikers in the UFC, but that loss to Gane is what's bumped him down this list. That's really it. Number 7, Max Holloway. Another guy that's tumbled down this list. He was losing striking exchanges to Charles Oliveira, but Max has done so much in his career in terms of striking that he still has so much merit on this list. I mean, the thing with Max that you have to give him is that the dude kind of has pillow hands. He doesn't have a ton of power and he pieces up everybody. I mean, look what he did to Justin Gaethje, and clearly, as we've seen lately, putting down Justin Gaethje isn't a very easy task. He's gone to war with so many dudes over the years, put on striking masterclass after striking masterclass. He has the most strikes landed in UFC history. That alone gets him onto this list and gets him in at the number 7 spot. Number 6, Nasruddin Imavov. Probably a name some people weren't expecting to see on this list, but the dude definitely deserves to be here. He's just getting better and better in every fight that he's in. The Adesanya knockout was impressive. The Kyle Borrallo fight was really impressive, and now he's next in line for the title and probably taking on the champ. And the thing with Imavov is I find his striking is just so fast. He might have some of the quickest hands in the entire UFC. In terms of just speed, he might be number 1. He doesn't incorporate kicks as much as you'd want to see, especially at a very high level, considering how good he is at everything else, but that's not something you can really fault. That's more so his style. He was able to implement kicks a lot more in flow with his boxing and at the same type of speed. You could be looking at one of the most dangerous strikers at 185 pounds. Number 5, Mauricio Ruffi. Mauricio Ruffi is one of the most entertaining fighters in the sport, probably the most entertaining striker on this list. The guy has highlight reel after highlight reel. The KO against King Green is something special. And in terms of incorporating everything and being the most unique, he stands out above everybody here. He just needs the bigger names on his resume. The Fiziev win is awesome. The Bobby Green win is awesome. He's next up to fight Arman Tsarukyan, which is going to be a massive one. And if he gets a knockout there, I mean, that would just be insane. You can tell his striking is very respected too. Volkanovski's brought him into his camp. He likes to learn from him as well as share some of his knowledge. So clearly it's not just me. A lot of people in the sport do think Ruffi's a monster. Number 4, Sean Strickland. Now you can definitely argue Sean should be number 1 on this list. What he did to Khamzat Chimaev, it's the most impressive win of the year, the best win of the year in my opinion. But Again, when you look at his toolbox, it's a jab, it's a teep, it's a straight. It's very simple, but it is very effective. It is more effective than almost anybody's style. So that's what propels him so high up on this list. So when I'm looking at the other scoring criteria, the other things bump him down just a little bit, and that's why I didn't even break into the top 3 for me. But don't get it twisted, Sean Strickland is 100% one of the best strikers in the world, one of the best fighters in the world, and well on his way to being one of the greatest middleweights of all time. Number 3, Ilia Topuria. This is another one where if you asked me about a year ago, I probably would have put Ilia at 1, but the loss to Gaethje does hurt him. It wasn't his night. He did not show up and did not look like himself. But if you want to look at just Ilia Topuria, the fighter, from a technical standpoint, I don't know if there's anybody who has better hands in the UFC. The guy's boxing is beyond crisp. He generates power from every single punch, from any area. Yes, you can fault him a bit for not using his kicks as much of other guys, but that's because his boxing is just so sharp and so good that he doesn't even need to throw anything upstairs. From a technical point, I don't think there's anybody better than Ilia. But when you get pieced up like that from Justin Gaethje and you honestly get butchered, it's going to affect your ranking on this list. Number 2, Carlos Prates. This is a dude who has soared up the rankings, and for good reason. Carlos Prates put on one of the best performances of the year as well when he knocked out Jack Della Maddalena, pieced him up, absolutely butchered him. The knees to the body, the straights, the power, the precision. Prates is a monster. He's got everything. He's got the power, he's got the precision, he's got the technical ability, he's got the elbows, he's got the knees, he's got the kicks. He's a Muay Thai specialist, and he's one of the deadliest fighters in the UFC. He's got highlight reel after highlight reel. The guy literally made Leon Edwards fly into the air with a straight shot. It looked like some shit out of a comic book. That's how much power this dude possesses. Easily one of the best strikers in the world, in my opinion. I don't think there's much of a debate. This might be a little high for some people, but for me, I think it makes perfect sense. Now, last but not least, coming in at number 1 is the current flyweight champion, Joshua Van. In my opinion, at this very moment, Joshua Van is the best striker in the UFC. His boxing ability is just so superior to pretty much anybody he's fought. Yes, he's been in dogfights, he's had wars, but he comes out on top, and it's his striking that really carries him through it. Yes, he's got exceptional takedown defense. It helps a lot against these grapplers, but when these guys are on the feet with Van, they're in a world of trouble. His boxing is crisp, it's sharp. In a way, it kind of resembles Ilia Topuria, but it's a lot more output than Ilia does throw. But it's almost the same type of power that he's landing with at double the rate. The guy is explosive, he's ferocious, he's so young too, that his power could even grow. He's implementing his kicks really well in his game. He has solid, incredible wins as well. The big thing you really want to see from him now is the fight with Pantoja, and that'll be the big nail in the coffin. If he goes out there and he KOs Pantoja, I mean, people are going to question this ranking as well, but I think it makes a ton of sense. The guy is an elite level striker. He's a champion of his division. He's beaten tough dudes. I don't really know what more you could want. I love Joshua Van's boxing. I love his striking. I think it's so crisp. I think it's extremely effective, and it's the reason he's a champion. Develop good takedown defense, learn how to piece up your opponent, and you might become a champion. So for all those reasons, it makes sense for me that Joshua Van is number 1 on this list. But there you guys have it. That is my top 10 strikers in the UFC. You guys are definitely going to have some issues with this list. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Let's have a discussion. And is there anybody I forgot? Probably. Let me know about that too. Thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to take a look at more videos just like this one. I'll see you in the next one.